Uno mas.
Oh, stragglers.
What is up? Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. It is August 19th. Happy National Potato Day. National Soft Ice Cream Day. National Photography Day. World Photo Day. International Orangutan Day. World Humanitarian Day. What?
If only, right?
Yeah, right? Nobody celebrates that these days.
Human tit day. That's what you said.
No. What?
But you stuttered. It sounded like you said human
okay,
tit.
this guy's making fun of my fucking stutter. Beat him up.
Yeah, please kill me.
What? No. Humanitarian Day. Is that better?
Humanitarian?
Yeah, humanitarian, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I had a Freudian slip.
Yeah, so much for fucking humanitarian today, huh?
Yeah, the humanitarian.
Yeah. International Bow Day. And the bow tie. And that's all the like cool ones. Alright. Joking off. Because we were talking about the last episode. So I brought up last episode when I first started jerking off at the age of 12 and 13 years old of age. So just for those of you who don't know that, that's a minor, okay? So I'm talking about myself in the past tense as a minor about jerking off. What a great way to start the episode. I remember, just the first time I climaxed, right? Oh god. These are like the types of episodes I look back on and I'm just like, man, I wish I just didn't talk about that.
Man, I wish I could just shut up right now.
Yeah, I wish I could just stop talking, but this is not one of those times. So, because I'm gonna be in the past when this comes out. So, I'm gonna be in the future when this comes out. I remember, what's the best way to kind of finish, So I remember getting the towel out. That you use when you stand to clean up. And I remember lying down on it, back obviously facing on the towel. So I just did the business, and when I was close, I was just like, alright, I gotta prepare for this. So I grabbed like a whole bunch of like toilet paper, just in case. I wanted to be cautious.
Yeah.
So
wrap it around, yeah.
I got it ready. I got like a huge clump of it. So I remember like the climax happened. And you would think, I would do the smart option of like shooting the shit into the toilet paper, right? So that it didn't go anywhere. No. I ejaculated all over my stomach. So then...
You literally got the toilet paper for no reason.
I just took the toilet paper and I just kind of brushed my stomach off. Like, from like the upper part of my chest to like all the way down there. And I did that like probably like 20 times before I was like, hey, I should do this in the bathtub when I take a shower. Before I had that revelation, so. But I did do it because we were just like talking. Well, the reason why this conversation from last episode kind of even started in general was because like, just like, imagine doing it, like doing the thing on like a toilet. And I was like, well, I think I remember doing that back then, like on the toilet.
We were talking about sitting down, like specifically sitting down.
But I have
like
done stuff like that.
In a position that you're like taking a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that a lot as a teenager. It wasn't that weird of a feeling, but yeah, I definitely don't have like the desire of like sitting down in the toilet and being like, alright, cranking time, So have you always been like a toilet shooter?
I don't know if I talked about this but I didn't start cranking it till my 20s. I didn't do it as a teenager.
Oh, really?
Yep. I don't know if that's like a bad thing or like, but even to this day it's still, yeah, because I remember like it's because I grew up not in an extremely religious household, but heavily religion influenced. And I don't know, I didn't really have that kind of talk. I didn't get that talk from
I didn't
my
really either. I just kind of slowly taught myself through like my unfortunately like child years all the way into my teen years and all the way into my adult years. I just kind of, was like,
so like, but obviously, okay. but when I was a teenager, obviously I was and it's like wow, you're people will probably be like, wow, you're such an idiot. But I remember just as a teenager, like 12, 13 ish, always watching porn and being like, man, what's going on in my brain right now? Yeah, am I supposed to do something right now? Like what? And I never understood. And obviously, as I got, like to like, not obviously this, but obviously when I got to like 14, 15, 16, I knew what it was, but I just,
it's a shock.
Yeah. I'll be quiet so you can log in.
Yeah. Come on.
August is almost over, so it's like,
no. What the fuck?
Why are the sharks so difficult?
Yeah, they like what the fuck.
Alright, so anyway, so obviously when I got to like 14, 15, 16, 17, like mid to like late teens, like I knew what it was, but it wasn't, I never, quote unquote, I guess I could say, I never figured it out on how to do it.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't until my 20s, and then it just was like, because like there would be times that like I would like, then I'm like, so all I do is just go up and down, and and then I'd feel like nothing, and I'm like, well, all right, maybe something's wrong with me then. Wasn't until I was in my 20s that I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's try it, and here I am, Gooner.
Yeah, Gooner alert.
Yeah.
So what was it, like during COVID or something?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You didn't start gooning until COVID?
Yep. Yep. And it's like, it's tough for me because of like the background I grew up in, and then like social media of because I constantly have to battle these two sides of like, like masturbation, porn. It's normal to view and do those things. It's,
yeah,
everyone does it. It's normal. Then I have my upbringing on the other side. You do this, you're going to hell. You do this, you lust, deadly sin. You're wicked.
Uh-huh.
And and it catches on that it's on like my socials too, that it's just always these people preaching that's like, you masturbate, you damn your soul to hell forever. And it's like, and he's passed, and so I guess this can get into a religion conversation too, but so I have the guilt of both, and I am a believer of God, and so it's tough, and I feel like every time I do it, I feel like I'm doing like the worst thing imaginable, that people might be like, what a loser. I pray after for forgiveness, and I remember there would be some preachers too that's like, if you keep sinning over and over again, you're not actually devoting yourself to God. And it's like, it's like something as so like, for me it's just like something as so easy as something most men do. For me, it's just got to be like, I have an upbringing that it's like the worst thing you can do. Something so just vile, and when I have to struggle with that constantly, and I'm not an addict or anything. I can go like a couple weeks without doing it, but it's like I said, it's like you have these two things clashing in your brain of something that's just like most people just don't give a fuck about, but with how I was raised, and it's like, so it's hard for me, and it's like now to the point that it's like when it happens, I don't, because I feel like I just either I put myself down for doing it so much that it's to the point that when it happens, I'm not like, I don't feel like the pleasure in it anymore. Like every time, like it's to the point that I'm like, I fucking hate doing it. I hate it. Like yeah, like when I watch obviously when I'm watching something, I get like that, like, ooh, good, but then when it's like, but it's still like the whole process of it, it's just like I don't like doing this, and I always end up feeling so guilty and just ashamed of something. And you could, because even like if you like go on like, and it's like, and obviously it's like, it's one of those things that makes me question, it mostly makes me question the church, not like God itself, but like the church itself. And it's not just with like, you're just trying to find an excuse to jerk off without, but it's like, it's the other stuff going on in the world too right now, that it's like all that combined right now that's making me,
you just like, is that really the issue you guys want to talk about? Like
could you, like, because like even if like you probably might, like anytime you go to like, there's like an e-girls like comment section, if you, there will be, you'll like, one of the top comments will be like, my brothers, you must repent immediately or your soul will be damned for all eternity in the hellfire.
Yeah.
dude, just a girl taking a selfie. Like, what the fuck?
I will say, like, I never, like, grew up in, like, a religious environment at all. My parents were very, like, yeah, do whatever you want, just don't fucking set anything on fire, I guess, whatever. But, like, around the time of, like, 2015, like, 2016, I, like, had, like, deaths happen in the family.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just always kind of had, like, a thought process of, like, my grandma could be watching me right now. Like, and, like, you know, I still did it anyways, but it was like that small time period, like, for, like, some months of, like, I really hope that, like, if, like, it's possible for, like, dead family members to, like, watch down on you, that, like, I hope that the family members that are dead are not able to see what I'm doing right now.
Can they please respect my privacy?
Yeah, like, you get out of here, skedaddle.
Yeah.
Like, why are you watching me specifically at this moment? Like, my parents are, like, cooking in the kitchen right now, right? Like, so I kind of had that effect of, like, oh boy. And I kind of had, like, the same-ish kind of thing about, like, religion to an extent as well. I was never religious at all, by any means. And I really still am not, but, like, there's, like, it's just because, like, we live in, like, such a, like, Christian-based country. Of, like...
Which wasn't its design. Which some people are like, it was always meant to be that way. Like, no, it wasn't. You guys just turned it that way.
But I just was like, damn, like, is this, like, okay to do right now? Like, should I be doing this? And, like, I admit, like, in my early teens, like, my mid-teens, when I first started doing this, like, I had a feeling of, like, this is, like, not okay, I need to stop. And then, like, 2013, like, around the new year, I was like, alright, I'm only gonna do this, like, a couple more times, 3 more times, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop doing this forever. I'm 25, and I still am doing it, every week, so clearly it has, not worked in my favor. But I just was, like, kind of like, yeah, this doesn't seem, like, okay, but, like, it's one of those things which is, like, it feels good to do, but, like, it's like what you said, like, it feels good in the moment, in a way, but, like, when you're done with it, it's like, oh, they're like, that's just nasty, like, what is this white stuff right now, like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, I definitely had stuff like that happen in my brain, but, you know, we'll obviously talk more about it next episode.
Yeah.
Because let's, stretching this episode out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, let's go do like and sub, and, bye-bye.
Goodbye.